Welcome back, fam. You're still tuned into Exceed right here on channel 263. I hope you're still enjoying the show as much as I am enjoying the show. FYI, why not interact with us on our social media pages, and we might just read your tweets or posts or statuses right here live on the show. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, that is definitely awesome. And we still have an insert to show you guys about a dialogue between our Mzansi Brainwiz students and Chinese. But before we do that, we have some news roundup for you guys. And
yes, we do.
Let me just say and be warned, it is shocking.
Yes,
it will shock
yes.
you guys. It is just signaling what our country is coming
exactly.
into.
So if you are standing, I suggest you take a seat because it is just sigh. Anyway, going to the first news roundup. The Education Department is on Tuesday expected to suspend 7 teachers in KwaZulu-Natal over allegations ranging from rape to assault. Now, 2 of the cases being investigated were actually caught on video. In the one case, a teacher is caught canning female learners at the Umdamfle Secondary School in Eskwani, Richards Bay, in the northern part of the province. Now, in the second case, a teacher, a head of department, and a principal are actually caught gang raping a learner. What is happening to our society? I have no idea.
Like, where you're never safe anywhere.
You are never safe.
You're not safe at home, at school. It's just
sad.
sickening, guys. Well, on other news, a 14-year-old boy was hospitalized on Tuesday after he was shot in the mouth at close range, apparently with a rubber bullet during violent protests at Hangberg in Hout Bay. The city of Cape Town says 2 of its law enforcers were also wounded during the clashes. Now, while the protesters also set alight a police vehicle, the rioters earlier looted boats in the harbour. Community leader Fidel Meter says the small fishing community is fighting for what rightfully belongs to them. Meter has also expressed such brutality cannot be tolerated from the police.
Wow, shoo. Yo, do you know what? This news has left me scared, and it's actually scary to think that people actually go through this stuff.
They do. In our very own country.
Guys, we need to take a breather. Remember, we told you that we actually have a cool insert to check out between the Chinese and South African students' dialogue. Here it is.
A discussion among Chinese and South African students was held in Cape Town on the 1st of September. It was the first time that it was hosted in South Africa, organized by Chinese Radio International, GMMG, and China Plus. Students from both countries shared their thoughts on the theme, What Keeps Us Connected? More than 200 people attended the event.
Both countries not only have developed stronger and closer diplomatic and economic ties, but also achieved a fruitful result in education cooperation. As my colleague Khalif JB mentioned, we have signed the 3 agreement already. I mean, the one agreement is basic education cooperation between our Ministry of Education and the Basic Education Department. And we also signed another one is agreement on higher education cooperation. Now we are working together with JP's colleague from the Department of Higher Education on another very important one, that is agreement on mutual recognition of high learning, higher education certificates, diplomas, and degree. So you can see this is 3 important framework we are guiding our future's cooperation in the future.
For hours, the students exchanged views on the similarities and differences between the 2 countries. They also discussed how young people view the future of their countries and what roles they can play in bilateral cooperation, also touching on food, culture, and renewable energy cooperation.
Because we are talking about students, and we're talking about social life, we're talking about campus life. And what are if you were to explain what campus life is like at a university in China or in South Africa, how would you explain it? And what makes it interesting, and why should somebody come and study in South Africa or in China? Yep.
Well, we come from, 3 of us come from Stellenbosch University, and it's very much, it's like a student town almost. So the campus life is very intimate. It's like a little, you've got cafes everywhere, cobbled, paths and everything. So it's very European almost. But you also have, you basically would walk to class if you stay in Stellenbosch. We also have reses, or what the Americans would call sororities or fraternities, basically. or even mixed dresses. So in that sense, it's very communal, actually. And, even going out or, it's very much with friends and, yeah, communal, actually, is what I would describe it as.
In light of everything discussed during the evening, the organizers of the event emphasized on the importance of the relationship between the two countries.
Then what connects us? The future that lies in you, the young people. So how China and South Africa will be connected? It relies on you. The future is you. The future is yours as well. So we must think of big and think small for this connection. We are lagging behind the developed countries in many ways, but the emerging economies now are bound together to help each other like brothers, to work our way up,
Yes.
to benefit all our people.
Yeah.
So the future relies on you.
Yeah.
It depends on you, and you are part of it.
Yeah. The
Thank you.
future.
L'Afrique est trahie par